Welcome to Gino's Comic to Comic podcast. And here's our man, Gino.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to Gino's Comic to Comic podcast, episode 12.
Woo-hoo.
Terry Bradshaw. I don't like him anymore, but 12's still cool. We'll talk about that some other time. That's a whole 45-minute conversation there. Ben's better anyway. So, first thing we got to do is we got to bring in the world's greatest motherfucking co-host, Bubby.
Ooh, what up?
What's up, Bub?
Too much, bud. What's going
And
on?
remember, everybody needs a Bubby.
Yeah.
Yes. All right, so I did something I very rarely do. I called Bubby when I was on my way in today. I went to the mall by myself. I can't remember the last time I went to a mall without my daughter. That's the only way I get dragged to a mall by my daughter, and she knows that if you let me go to the food court for a little while, I'll let you do whatever you want. But if you don't let me go to the food court, I'll be complaining the whole time. And the other thing that I need to do when I take her to the mall is I'm going to embarrass her. You got to let me have that. Like, I'll start singing the song real loud. It's on the stupid Muzak thing. Or I'm just embarrassing. But that's part of the deal, I figure. I'm paying for everything and wasting my time, so she gives me that. So today I went by myself. So I go to Monroeville Mall, and I'm walking by, and I remembered she used to make me go in this store all the time, and I couldn't remember her name, but I had to call her. It was called Hollister. And it's this upscale, like, it's for yuppie kids that have more money than they know what to do with.
Yeah.
And, they're irritating. And so I used to hate going in there. So I'm walking up there, and I'm about to call her and go, I can't believe Hollister's still here, because a lot of the small clothing stores have closed because of COVID. The front's the same. Everything looks the same. And when I get up to the front of it, it's no longer Hollister. And I called her. I said, guess what it is now? And she goes, what? I go, it's an axe-throwing place. And she goes, well, that's kind of weird. I go, weird and ironic, because all the times I was in Hollister, I wish I would have had an axe to throw at someone in there. So I was kind of pissed they didn't have axes back when it was Hollister. But, yeah, it was kind of weird, and it was fun. That was kind of ironic, too, because the reason I called Bubby is because I was going gun shopping today. And so I told Bub I was going to buy a gun, and I said, and the thing is, I don't plan on ever using it, but there are a few people out there, and you know who the fuck you are, that when I do get a gun, you might want to lay low for a little while. You know who the fuck you are, too. Yeah, I'll shoot your fucking ass, and I was a Teamster, so I know how to dispose of the body, okay? They will never find you. Never. All right, so that's enough of that, so...
Did you get one, though? Did you get a gun, though?
No, I did not. They were too expensive. They're cheaper online. So
okay.
I'm going to have to order. I'm going to do like the catalog, order the gun on, and see what happens.
Yeah.
So that'll be a whole nother podcast. So in the meantime, what we got to do now is we've waited way too long for this.
Way too long, yeah.
Listen, we were trying to figure it out. I think this is like the 85th time we tried to get this guy on the show, and none of it was his fault. None of it.
None.
I mean, we'll blame him for it, but none of it was all our fault every time. So believe me, he'll be worth the wait.
Yes.
With nothing further, I bring you one of the best stand-up comics that are going right now. We've done a lot of stuff together, and this dude's funny as shit. And nothing further, I give you Loc No Joke.
What's up?
Thank you.
Come on, bud.
Thanks for the compliments, because I never heard somebody say it's not my fault before. I've never heard that one. Like,
Obviously, you're with women a lot, huh?
or police, or the cops.
Oh, the police, that's true.
Either
It's always
way.
your fault when you're the police.
Yeah.
You know, I never realized women and police are a lot alike.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
Aggressive.
Yeah, it's always got it's always their way. They got certain rules. You break one, and
And they always want to try
You're in the
handcuffs.
You're in the dog. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're behind bars.
They always want to try handcuffs too. Like,
yeah. The only
nice,
difference is
yes.
with the police, you could get sex when they throw you in jail. With women, you don't get any sex at all when they're mad.
the real difference is when the police cuff you up, you get fed. When a woman do, you might not.
That's true. That's true. You get 3 squares a day.
Yeah.
And Zydell and I talked for 10 minutes on how you make a chi-chi in jail. And one of the greatest things you'll ever eat.
Well, I'm going to challenge him to a Chi-Chi contest.
Oh.
'Cause I don't think he...
The way he describes not how you make a chi-chi, but I just let him go. But He sounded like he knew what he was talking about.
you
But
put hot water in the bag. You put your noodles in the bag. You put hot water in there. You let it sit. Cheese, sausage, fish, based on preference.
Right.
Some people that's pescatarian, or however you say the word.
Yeah. I don't know what that is either.
I don't know. I don't even know how to spell it. I shouldn't even say it. Just trying them things
Either.
today.
That's probably why we were in jail. But yeah, so I don't know. I love a good cheat, but I was telling him it's not the same when you make it out. When you're out at home, it's just not the same. And I believe it's the slow roasting process on the radiator is the trick to it all. But I could be wrong. Not sure. But he made his with cheese curls, I think.
Yeah, I think
which
that's
is
what-
weird.
yeah.
No, that's the old school. That's the OG
Yeah,
method.
see, I always did
Yeah.
the Cheez-Its.
Yeah, that's the lazy, spoiled kid.
Well, that's me. Lazy spoiled.
You
That's me.
gotta be a real gangster to use
Yeah, I'm not a
cheese
real
curls.
gangster. I'm a pretender. I act like I've been in jail for years.
Yeah. What was it?
Yeah, like one day. But I was in Allegheny County Jail. I wasn't in, I did a little time in Munhall. That's not the same. When you sit by yourself in the Munhall jail, that's not going to jail.
Right.
You're just sitting there till you sober up a little, and then they let you go.
I've never been so.
You never been in any kind of
Never.
any kind of cell.
Ever.
Well, let
Weren't
me
you married though?
No.
You were never married?
No, we were engaged for a long time.
So you've really never been in prison.
No. I guess not. No.
Because I'm telling you that marriage is an awful lot like jail. Like if you've been married, you can understand the concept of jail.
Yeah.
Except
never.
like we were talking about, the difference is you could have sex whenever you want in jail, and you get 3 squares a day. You don't get either one of
I
those.
don't know, man.
in the
She got all my shit, so you might as well say I might have been married. I don't know.
You see, that's different too. Jail, they give you everything back you went in there with. Fucking marriage, you fuck up one time. Forget to take garbage out one fucking time, and they take half your shit.
right,
Like it
you're
doesn't
right.
make any sense. Jail, it don't matter what you could commit armed robbery. You get out, they give you everything back that you had when you went in there.
Except the money.
Oh,
Yeah.
Well, everybody takes your money. the whole society is based on taking your money.
your money. That's it.
No doubt. All right, so tell us why couldn't you drive here today? I
live
pick them up. By the way, we run a full service podcast here. This is the third guest I picked up, and he's like, I can't be on the show because I can't drive over there. I go, what the fuck are you talking about? I'll come get you, man. He lives close, not like
okay.
Janelle wasn't
Janelle.
too far.
Yeah,
Lauren was
Lauren
probably
was
the
the one,
farthest.
yeah.
Lauren lives down on the hill. I had to go get her.
Not only is Gino a 5-star host, he's a 5-star Uber driver. So, I give him that.
I didn't hit anyone on the way
Didn't hit
here.
nobody.
this
Didn't flip nobody the bird.
No.
I didn't.
But yeah, I got in a little bit of trouble. I like to live on the wild side a little bit. So,
No, I'm with you. He
yeah.
doesn't.
No, didn't pay my insurance yet. So, yeah, they got
I was hoping it was a better story than that.
No, it could have been, but like,
You could have made something up.
yeah, but I didn't want to be on the police shooting either. So,
They don't watch this. Trust me. The police do not watch this podcast.
trust
Because
me,
if
I'm
they
on.
did, all 3 of us would already be in
Oh, yeah,
jail.
we'll be indicted. Yeah.
Then they came and got me, Todd, and Bubby a long time ago.
But yeah, little traffic violation. Nothing new. But I might get to make a chi-chi if everything works out.
Call me. I'll throw a couple bucks on your book so you get the good ramen noodles. Not the generic ones, the good ones.
Do you know that ramen noodles cost $1 in the Allegheny County Jail? You want to talk about inflation? That is some bullshit. Yeah, some 10-cent noodles cost $1.
Damn.
How they get? Well, they got a captive audience. They got you.
Yeah, that's for sure.
It's worse than Starlink.
That's true.
A pack of noodles costs more than a bar of soap.
You don't want to drop either one. Yeah.
That could get you in trouble both ways, huh?
Yeah.
Oh.
Now, I know we've lost some of our listeners. They're going, what the fuck are they talking about? I'm sorry you pussies never went to jail, okay? I'm sorry. This is for hardened criminals.
Yeah, you might get some survival tactics out of this. So, like,
At least if you ever go, you'll know how to make a cheat sheet.
Right.
And they're going, what's money on the books? We'll explain that in a later episode. In fact, I'm thinking about doing a whole new podcast, How to Survive in Jail. And every time we have a topic, we'll teach you like how not to bend over, that kind of thing. But so in the meantime, back to this podcast. So he may have been in jail, but he's a very good stand-up comedian. You've seen Loc before,
I have
and
seen,
so
yes.
have I.
Very
And
good.
yeah, so I don't know if you've seen this podcast, Loc, but we have a little segment we like to do where we ask 5 really hard-hitting, important ass like the run for president, where do you stand kind of topics.
Okay.
And so the people want to know where you stand and how you can help them live their life better by helping them with these questions. So the first question we have for you is steakums or Spam?
I'm going to say steakums. I never ate Spam. And I actually once, when I got out of jail, tried to put steakums in a Chi-Chi. Like,
That sounds
it didn't work out well.
that does not sound good.
Yeah, it didn't work out well. So that was my last Chi-Chi, actually. Yeah.
Now, see,
You haven't ate Spam?
I know that
never ate.
Bobby said first thing Bobby said, looking at her. Bobby's looking at me going, "Oh, Spam all the way." Bobby's going Spam all the way. And I'm sorry, I'm with Loc on this. It's steakums all the way.
Oh,
And I'll
Spam
tell you
is
why.
shit.
Pick up a package of Spam, and on it says, and I quote, "a meat-like substance."
I get it. Yeah.
A meat-like substance. It doesn't say it is meat.
Right.
I don't know. I prefer my meat-like substances to actually be meat, not like pretend meat.
I don't know, man. I just love it fried. It's the shit. I can't help it.
You probably fry bologna too, don't you?
Yes. Yes.
We
I
can't.
fry
We
bologna.
can't count.
Yeah.
I'll eat a
Bobby's
fried
got
bologna
his kind of
sandwich.
mood on that
we
as
were
well.
poor as hell, man. You ate whatever was given
Okay,
to
you
you.
ain't
know?
got to do that. As I told you before, I'll give you another $1 to get the Virginia baked ham. It's $1 more a pound. Virginia baked ham with that little orange dots on the outside.
Yeah.
Oh my God, you got to get that. It's another $1. I swear to God, I'll give it to you.
No, man. I don't know. I'm a big fan of Spam.
Can we get some sponsors? Bobby's tired of eating fried bologna
Yeah, God damn it.
and Spam. Will you help a brother out?
He's trying to campaign for a Spam sponsorship.
Yeah, we go.
Yeah, we're not getting Spam.
No.
But steakums, talking you up here. Steakums are pretty good.
Oh, yeah, I love them.
I like them.
I
Easy
love
to
'em.
make too.
Yeah, I like steak 'em.
Steakums
Yeah.
and eggs. That's my breakfast. That'll be my
That
breakfast.
sounds good.
Breakfast of champions
Yeah.
right there.
So you hook it up a little bit, just
A little black pepper, a little seasoning salt, Lowry seasoning salt. You know,
That's right.
that's it. But
Yeah, I like a good steak with a little cheese.
yeah.
Yeah, so then now the next question. This is the kind of shit that could start a civil war, this question here. Big Mac or Whopper?
See, I used to work at McDonald's, and I
Don't
have
say
a thing.
nothing bad about McDonald's.
Oh, I got a lot of bad things to say
Don't
about
you
them.
dare.
They fired me, number one. So
I don't care. Don't you dare talk
Bastards.
shit on
Yeah.
McDonald's.
So I can't support nobody who didn't want to help me make money. So I can't put money in your, you know. And Burger King never hired me, which might be a good thing. So I give them that they got good judgment and character. So I'm gonna go with the Whopper on this
You going
one.
with the Whopper on this one? Where do you stand on this, bub?
I'm a Whopper fan. Yes.
Honestly, I don't like either one of them because I don't like lettuce or the special. So I don't even want to know what the special sauce is.
Well, I hope it's not that special.
Yeah, I hope it's not too. I saw a
damn.
porno movie called The Special Sauce once. But in fact, I saw a porno movie called The Whopper too. But it was a whole different. And Big Mac. Now that I think about it, but that's a whole
You
different.
you watch a lot of porn though. I see.
Well, maybe, but I'm trying to get better at that, but it's not working real well. But so I don't know. I would just go Big Mac just because it's McDonald's. But it don't really matter.
Then the
But-
mascot's a clown too. That's kind of creepy. Like,
Oh, no doubt.
Yeah, he is creepy at times,
Is-
though.
So
yeah.
is the King.
True.
The King is creepier than
Yeah,
Ronald
you got a
McDonald.
point, I guess. Yeah.
The,
yeah.
the Ronald McDonald don't like get in bed with you like the King does.
Yeah, that was. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
No, not that you say it, because we don't got no kings in America. Like,
Yeah. And then for a while he had the little King following him around. It was real when they had the little
Yeah.
King. It was really weird. It was like a pedophilia thing. That was real strange. While we're on that, let's make fun of, since Todd works for Bimbo, let's make fun of when Bimbo first came to Pittsburgh, they had the little white Bimbo bear
Yeah.
on the
right.
fucking thing. You talk about like a stuffed pedophile walking around. That little bear was so fucking creepy. When it used to come on a commercial, I'd be like, I wouldn't let my kid within 100 yards of that fucking thing. Like, oh my God. Chucky was less scary than that fucking bear.
Oh,
So
that's
they took
hysterical.
that off. And then they put on the bread, say Bimbo with 2 E's, because it's spelled Bimbo. So how long do you think it was before they got to the United States that somebody said, you know, bimbo's a bad thing, right? And they're like, what do you mean? They had no idea. And they're like, wait, it's not bimbo, it's bimbo.
It's bimbo.
And they put it on with 2 E's, but nobody says it like that. In fact, when I was there, when they first took over, they yelled at any supervisor that answered the phone, bimbo.
Oh, wow.
It's bimbo.
It's Beambo.
Yeah, this America Jack is bimbo. And I like bimbos, so I don't know what the problem is, but good looking and stupid, that's how I like them.
And easy.
Yeah,
Easy.
it's the only way they're falling for me, or if they're
Yes.
drunk. It's the only way. I don't care. Doesn't matter. All right, so the third question, and this is one I struggle with all the time. Do you know how to fold a fitted sheet?
I actually do. I worked at a hotel. I got fired from there too. I work.
I'm starting to
work-
notice a trend here.
Yeah, you know, I picked the wrong jobs.
Which is any job?
Yeah, basically. Basically, but yeah, I do.
Except comedian. It's the only thing that seems to work.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're pretty damn good at that.
Yeah.
I look funny too, so that gives me a plus. That gives me a plus. But yeah, I learned how to fold. I was working at the Quality Inn, and I did learn how to do that. I hated that job because it was hot as hell down there all day, every day.
Oh, really?
Yeah, in the laundry room. Like,
Oh, shit.
that's why I'm so
Yeah.
skinny now. It's not the cocaine, I promise. Like,
Mm.
working a year.
Who's he kidding? He can't afford cocaine. He was doing crack. Who's he kidding?
I got into an argument with somebody the other day about cocaine and crack. Like, it's not the same drug.
Oh, it's
know,
definitely
it's
not.
Just, it is. It's just, one got baking soda.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to tell you now. That they always say the three biggest lies are I love you, check in the mail, and I promise I won't come in your mouth. Those are the three biggest lies. And I always say the fourth biggest lie is that crack and cocaine are the same thing. That's what the guy told me when he sold me crack for the first time. Okay. I realize the only difference is baking soda. I realize that. But if it's the same thing, explain this to me. When I do a line of Coke, I am the life of the fucking bar. Everybody loves me. I talk to them. In fact, I won't shut the fuck up. When I do a hit of fucking crack, I hide in the bathroom by myself, and every noise I hear is a cop coming in with a battering ram. Tell me again how it's the same thing?
Touche. Touche.
And I'll tell you, all right, so now we're going to talk about this. So I'm glad he brought this up. So, guys, if you're looking for a whore, okay, and you're trying to decide, do I want a Coke whore or do I want a crack whore? All right, I'm going to give you the ups and downs on both sides of this, okay?
Oh, nice. This is
See, now, a Coke whore, she's got probably like 10 or 15 more pounds on her than the crack whore. She probably has most of her teeth. She's probably a little prettier, a little cleaner. She's probably showered more frequently. However, way higher maintenance. You'll have to spend way more money. And just because you put a line of Coke out doesn't necessarily mean you're going to have sex. You probably are, but it's not a guarantee. Now, the crack whores, I told you, she's probably missing a few teeth, probably doesn't smell that good, probably really too skinny. But if you hold a rock over your dick, you're getting your dick sucked, okay? So you just have to decide what's most important to you.
Or $20. I don't know off experience, but just
No, me either. This is all just what I heard.
it's a myth. It's a myth.
Oh, shit.
Oh, my God. And that will segue us right into our fourth question is, what is the most fucked up you've ever been? I have a lot of fucking contenders for this.
I was just talking about this. Like I got one because I got a tattoo to show it. Like one day I woke up with a mom tattoo, and I'm not a mom. Like, I love my mom, but they don't even say my mom; I just say mom. So it's,
Damn. Yeah, he was fucked up.
I was fucked up, and a
What were you doing that night? A little bit of everything?
little bit of everything. A little bit of Grey Goose, a little bit of marijuana. I just don't know when to stop. Like,
I have that same problem.
yeah, I just don't know when to stop. Like,
No matter what it is, even if it's something I don't like, I'll just keep doing it.
Yeah. No.
yeah, I woke up the next day, arm hurting like a motherfucker. Seen the bandage, took it off. I said, "Oh, what did it say? Say mom." Like,
Damn.
Yeah, that's a good fucking.
He was fucked up.
But it worked because it's like a couple weeks before Mother's Day, so I said I'm just gonna save it.
There you
and
go.
then,
I got this for mom.
So I saved like $50 on Mother's Day. I get a tattoo a few weeks ago, being drunk.
She's not watching this, is she?
No, I already gave it to her. This was like 2 years ago. So
Yeah, she knows
already-
now. She'll know now.
Oh,
Well,
shit.
she's not watching this.
Oh shit!
Who am I kidding? His mother's not watching this.
I mean, she know I'm not shit. She raised me. Like,
I better hope she's not friends with Betty White because Betty will tell her because Betty watches the show.
Yeah, Betty. Of course.
yeah, you got the biggest Betty White crush.
I do.
WCW.
It's not a crush. We're a thing. I mean, it started out as a crush, but
Yeah.
she's finally come around.
She's a freak in the bed.
She took the restraining order off and everything. It's finally come around. I'm even allowed to go at fucking at nap time and everything. It's real cool. Over at Sunnybrook.
Sunnybrook.
Yeah, that's where she stays. Sunnybrook. I'm even getting a little action off the other ladies, off the other women there. They find out I'm not bad at it.
Yeah.
So
So
now I'm
you're
hitting a
getting-
couple on the
you're
way
getting
in
a
to see
little-
Betty.
Oh,
And the good thing is,
player.
Betty's memory ain't what it used to be, so she forgets that I hit somebody. They tell her and she forgets. It's tremendous. On bingo night, I clean up because I not only get to bang Betty, but I try and fuck the lady who won bingo too. So that way I'll leave it a couple dollars.
So you're a gold digger.
Yeah, pretty much.
You attack the golden age. and
That's
you,
it.
You're a sick. You're a
Yes,
sick,
I am. I got a problem.
sick individual. Take me with you next time.
I knew he was thinking that the whole time. He goes, this motherfucker
Yeah, you
figured
gotta
it out.
hook me up. You gotta
You
hook
gotta
me up.
show me.
Figured
You
it
gotta
out.
show me the way.
Man, what's that old joke? How do you get a 80-year-old grandma to yell "fuck"? Just say bingo. And they get so
True,
pissed
they do.
off. Yes, they do.
I go to bingo, so I see that shit. That's
See, I've been hanging out at churches to try to pick up women. I should have just been going to the bingo
bingo.
halls.
Go to
it.
bingo, man.
Yeah, they're at the bingo hall. So the most fucked up I've ever been was when I was when I was at college. How they did it back then was people would have barrel parties and they would just charge, I think it was $2 or $3 when you went in the door, and they would just, and so you were taking your chances. Like, you didn't know if they fucking just tapped it or if it was almost kicked. It didn't matter. Once you paid the $2, it didn't matter if you were standing there with the empty glass and it kicked. You don't get your money back. It's just a chance you take. You pay the $2 and then you could drink until it's gone. So me and my buddies, you know how we did it. We're all fucking alcoholics, so we stand back by the fucking barrel and just pound because we don't know when it's going to run out. And my buddy comes over and he goes, dude, it's getting fucking light. I can lift it up. So we just stood there and fucking pound because we thought it was fucking gone. And so the barrel kicks and everybody's like, oh, okay, we'll have to go to the next party. So everybody starts leaving, and the guy whose place it was walks over to me and goes, Gino, stick around. I go, all right. So I said, hey, boys, just stay here. I don't know why, just stay here. He waited till the place cleared almost out, and then he broke out the other barrel.
Oh, nice.
So that we could all fucking drink some more. Now, we've been throwing down on the last barrel like it was going to be the end. And so now we have a whole, I'm already
shit.
fucked up, and we have a whole new
Yeah.
half barrel. So now we're pounding on the new half barrel, and now that fucking kicks, and then we go to a second party. And I kind of remember the second party. I don't remember the third party. That's where they told me when I got there, I said, is there beer left? Like, they wanted my $2. I go, well, is there beer here? And they go, yeah, the only problem is we ran out of cups. I go, what the fuck am I supposed to do? They go, if you could find something to drink it out of, knock yourself out. They said I was walking around drinking out of an ice cream bowl. I was walking around like this, fucking hair, right?
You gotta do what you gotta do.
It was at the fourth party that I picked up a chick, and I don't remember going to a fourth party at all. And I woke up in her bed the next morning, face down with all my clothes on. And she wasn't very attractive, but she was really nice. And she said, you were funny last night. And I said, really? And she goes, yeah. She said, you walked in the door. Apparently, I went with her friend and my buddy, hooked up with her friend. So the four of us all went back to their apartment. And she said they were all sitting there. I went to the bathroom. I come out. They're all sitting there. I walk out and I go, so who's into group sex? And they all kind of went. And I turned around and went into the bedroom like I was waiting for them to come in.
Yeah.
And they said, and they walked in, and I was face down on the bed. And that's how I woke up the next morning.
Nice.
So you got that drunk and didn't even eat no butt that night.
No, I didn't do a
Nice.
fucking thing. I was still wearing
Shady.
my coat. Like, I didn't even take my coat off.
So wait. So they were actually coming in to do the group
I don't
sex?
know if they were
Or
coming
they
in to
was
tell
just
me
coming in
no
to
or
check
tell
in.
me yes. I don't know.
They had group sex in the living room without you.
Yeah.
Hate to say.
Maybe.
Or they had sex with you and you didn't even know it and just put your clothes back on.
Maybe. Well,
Was your ass hurting in the morning?
no. They would have had a lot of work to do because I was fucking loaded. I was dead weight, laying face down.
Oh shit.
Yeah, that's the most fucked up I've ever been because I don't remember the third party, let alone the fourth one. I kind of barely remember drinking beer out of an ice cream bowl, but The rest of it, I don't really remember.
Haagen-Dazs or Ben and Jerry's?
I don't know. I don't think there was any actual ice cream. Yeah, when you don't remember fucking going to the party that you picked up a chick at,
Oh yeah.
it was pretty bad. And I have no. I wish I knew what the fuck I said. Like I don't know how I picked her up when I didn't even know. I couldn't even make senses.
And you didn't even get to try it out.
No.
You said, are you in a group sex?
Yeah, I passed out.
That's great.
Yes. That's. I think that. I mean, I have a lot of contenders for most fucked up because I told you there was some years I barely remember. So in the drug years, I don't know if they count, but there was some shit I was pretty fucked up. I mean, when I got arrested, I was pretty fucked up. But
Yeah.
I knew what was going on though. This I don't remember any of. I remember the second party kind of.
Mine was up at States. I didn't start drinking until I was in almost 40. I still have never had a beer in my life, but I was drinking.
You never had a beer in your life?
Never had one ever. But I was drinking Apple Crown.
Why?
I just not.
I don't like it either. I
not
understand it,
interested.
but I drank it though. But I never really liked it.
But I was getting. We were playing euchre. I was getting drunk, pounding Apple Crown. I remember getting into bed, and then that was it. So I wake up in the morning.
Alone or with somebody
No,
else?
alone. I was staying in the room with my buddy Brian. So I get up and
So the real story, Loc, is he's got in bed with Brian.
No. Brian's married and all that, but
Yeah,
but
that doesn't
this
mean
is
anything
the funny
anymore.
part. I get up to go to the bathroom to get a shower because we had to play pool. We are in our team event, and I go to take off my clothes and I drop my pants down and I got this giant fucking shit stain in my pants. Here I must have shit myself. So I come out after the shower and I said to my buddy Brian, I said, dude, I thought we were friends. He's like, what are you talking about? I said, you let me walk around with shit pants all night knowing I was drunk? I said, you prick. And he's like, no. The funny part is why are you telling me? I'd have just kept that shit quiet. I wouldn't have told
I would have.
anybody.
I would have definitely said it on the podcast.
I don't care. It
It
is what it
averages
is. But
1,000
man, I
views.
was like, what a friend, you know? What are you supposed to-
He is a good friend. He hung out with you that whole night with shit in your pants.
This is true.
He heard the smell, so he,
Didn't you think he was going to say he pulled down his pants and he had a tattoo of mom on his ass? I really thought
that'd
that's where
have
he
me.
was.
That'd have broke my heart.
We really thought you was going.
I
with
was
this.
like, I couldn't believe it. So I've never been that drunk since. So it's kind of scared me a little.
Yeah, maybe you better not drink.
No, I'm not a drinker. I'm not a drinker.
Or
no.
where it depends either way. Yeah. By the way, depends if you would like to sponsor us. We don't really care.
I'm a good candidate. Just give me some Apple Crown and Depends, and we're in.
We're ready to go. So our final question in these hot topics is, what women over 70 would you most like to bang?
anyone that's a good lawyer. Like, that's what I need in my life right now.
Yeah, lawyer.
Yeah, I need a good lawyer in my life. I need good legal guidance, good representation.
Why?
you know.
Why, Loc?
I live a wild life, like
You
just
live a
in
wild
case,
life?
just in case too. Just to consult and ask
To get you out of
questions.
traffic violations?
That's it. Well, my traffic violations and turn to criminal violations. That's how wild. my life-
That's how it works
Yeah.
for you?
That's how it works.
Starts
It's
hot.
snowball kind of
Yeah,
just
I
keeps.
never knew it worked
It
like
starts
that.
out he didn't put money in the meter, and the next thing you know, he's going to prison.
No, honestly, because I went to court last year, and I'm thinking I'm going for a ticket, and they said something. Well, where's your lawyer? I said, what the fuck I need a lawyer for a ticket? He said, no, read your paper, sir. And it actually said criminal. I said, oh shit, but yeah, I'm the suspended license bandit.
I tell people all the time that if you go to jail, I will not come visit you because I'm always afraid they're going to run my name and find like a couple warrants outstanding. I'm like,
Nope, not going.
I won't visit people in jail or in the insane institution because if I go into a mental institution,
You're not coming
if
out.
I say anything, they're keeping me. I'm never getting out of there. I know. I mean, I'm way crazier than half the
Crazy.
people in that fucking place. It's just I can function barely. I mean,
Just a good actor.
I
Just a
can.
good-
That's
just a good actor.
exactly right. So there's no woman over 70 you want to bang. Come on, that's a lie.
I mean, I guess Oprah, is she over 70? I don't know who's
No,
over
she's
70.
not.
over
Oprah's not
70.
over 70.
She's probably late
Jesus.
50s, early 60s, probably.
Yeah.
I'm saying late 50s.
I don't know.
for
And
her.
I wouldn't bang her.
I
She's
mean,
annoying.
now it's kind of interesting. Now I just want to bang a 70-year-old just for the. So now it's any for the first
Well, if
70-year-old.
it was over 90, I'd say Betty White.
Right.
She's 99. But like over 70, Jane Fonda's still pretty hot.
Yeah, yeah.
Victoria Principal's still pretty good. Yeah, there's a few of them out there.
I'm going with Dolly Parton.
Dolly Parton is 70, I think.
Yeah,
She is.
Yeah,
You looking it up?
I was
aren't you?
just gonna say Dolly Parton,
yeah.
but Cher, I'd go Cher.
Cher
Oh,
70?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's
Wait,
over
does
70.
it count if they're 70 but they look like they're 35?
Yeah,
I don't know if
now
that
she's
counts.
over 70.
I mean,
yeah.
at least what you could see. Like, it's probably all tucked in down here. Like, she takes her shirt off and
Dolly looks pretty.
all the tucked
you
in
know
skin
what?
comes flying.
Judge Judy.
There you go.
Judge Judy.
Representation.
Just to get a little bit of payback, for all the hard time I did. Give her a hard time.
She got to be 70. I don't know
Oh,
if she
definitely,
is or not.
definitely. Yeah, she's definitely. over
Goldie Hawn.
That's the one I forgot.
Yo, and I seen
was
a picture
gonna
of her
bring
not
up
too long
Goldie
ago.
Hawn.
She's
Goldie
still
Hawn's
over
fine.
70,
yeah,
really?
and she
She's-
still looks pretty good.
Yeah, she's still.
Didn't
fat.
she show her boobies in the Wildcats movie?
I think
She's
so.
in the bathtub.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Wow.
I've had a boner for since then.
Wow, Goldie Hawn.
So
That's a good pick.
So pineapple on a pizza and fucking Goldie Hawn.
Goldie
We
Hawn.
figured out how to get him to talk.
What about Gidget?
Who's
The girl,
Gidget?
the girl played
yeah,
Gidget.
yeah.
Oh.
What's her name?
Sally Field.
Sally
Field.
Field, yes,
Oh, yeah, I'd hit
yes.
Sally Field all day long. She was in Smokey and the
Nah,
Bandit.
yeah, I know who Sally Field is. I forget what movie she
You
was.
wouldn't hit it?
She played that
She
with
was in Smokey and the Bandit.
Because it's ever since I've
Miss
seen her.
Doubtfire. She played.
Susan
in.
Sarandon.
Yeah,
I'd
Susan
definitely
Sarandon.
do Susan Sarandon.
What
There's a
about-
lot more
what's
choices
the
than I
other one?
realized.
What's the one from Three's Company?
Suzanne Summers.
Summers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot more. The thing is, I remember when I was a kid, when someone was 70, they looked like they were ready to die. Now these chicks are 70, they look like they're ready to go to the gym.
Well, yeah,
Yeah, they don't look.
I was, never into the cougar thing, but now that y'all sparked my interest, if you're 70 and you're watching this,
Fucking Dawn Arner does a whole set about how he wants to fuck a cougar. Oh my God,
I'm
it's
in.
so funny.
Oh man.
Yeah,
I'm
I
sure
don't
my
care.
mom might beat her up. My mom's dangerous.
Is she?
So, yes,
She might fuck a cougar up.
Yeah,
Yeah, don't fuck with my baby.
yeah.
Don't tell your
Yeah.
mom.
That's a good idea.
I don't know. She's like my mom. She can sick intuition. She can smell that
there
shit
was
a
so
mile
much
away.
shit my mother knew nothing
Dude, I'm
about. When
telling you,
I'd
my
tell
mom
her,
is like a private investigator, dude. She's something.
my mother always said, if I knew half the stuff that you did, she'd have been in the home. She went nuts. There's so much shit I did that she didn't know anything about. Yeah, I'd have to say Goldie Hawn might be my I mean, Betty, I'm other than you, Betty. Anybody other than you. I mean, well, Betty and I are in a relationship. We're talking in a fantasy land, Betty, not
Yeah, this doesn't count.
Yes.
She'll be all right.
Betty's
my
going,
God.
I can't believe you'd fuck that young chick. She thinks I'm robbing a cradle. I would hit it.
I love the part on it with Betty when she said it in Lake Placid. This is where the point where she said, "If I had a dick, you could suck it." I love that.
Oh, yeah,
That
she's
was just,
fantastic.
Like the greatest. I was dying. I'm like, oh my God, Betty said that.
So there's a girl at one of my.
I got
Go
one
ahead.
more.
What do
No
you-
one even said.
Who?
Jane Seymour.
Oh, Jane
Oh,
Seymour's
yeah.
fine.
Yeah,
Definitely.
and the older she gets, she plays more slutty roles. You
Yes.
notice that?
Yeah, I love
Yeah.
that.
He's got a hell of a point there because she does.
Yeah, I'm with him on this. I'd hit Jane Seymour all day
I'm
long.
still locked in on Judge Judy, and she's a redhead. Like,
You just want her to get you out of jail.
then the authority thing too, the power thing too.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know,
She's like, Loc, do you want to fuck me? And Loc goes, I don't know. It's a yes or no question, Loc.
Yeah, you
yes,
know-
you want to fuck me,
And
or
it's
no, you don't.
the military. She be screaming military shit at you.
hand on the Bible.
Oh my God! So there's this chick at my giant, one of the stores I deliver to, who's very attractive, and I said to somebody, "Boy, that girl's really attractive." And one lady who worked there was walking by. She goes, "You know, she's only 18 years old." And I go, "And?" She goes, "How old are you?" I go, "What difference does that make?" She goes, "You don't think it's creepy?" I said, "First of all, I'm not trying to have sex with her. I just said she was attractive. First of all, and second of all, here's the thing. I guarantee you that at some point, a bunch of lawyers and politicians and judges all got together and they probably haggled about this for like months on what was creepy and what wasn't. And after all that time, they came up with 18. Who the fuck am I
to
to question that shit. I live in Pennsylvania, 18, that's it. I can go to jail if they're 17, and I don't go to jail if they're 18. So I don't want to hear this. My daughter's 18. I don't care.
Yeah,
I understand why an 18-year-old wouldn't want to have sex with me,
right.
but I don't know what the problem is the other way around. Yes.
I got the same thing at one of my stores, little convenience store. This girl's she's cute as hell, and she's only like 22 or something like that.
It's
She is
way over the
gorgeous.
limit. It's not even close.
Cute as
Like
hell.
18, I'd want to see some ID first, but 22, you ain't even got to worry
I
about
just became friends with her. But man, she's gorgeous. But in the back of my mind, I'm doing that same thing. Well, your daughter's 18. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah,
You know
that
what I
means
mean?
nothing. So every year I go to Kennywood with a friend of mine and his son and I usually hang out, and his son's like 25. And the thing about Kennywood is there's a bunch of beautiful women around there, but a lot of them, you can't tell if they're 16 or 20. They're in
Shit,
there
that's the
somewhere.
truth.
And I said, look at that one. And he goes, yeah, but I don't know if she's 16 or 20. I go, what difference, dude? We're not trying to have sex with her. I just said she's attractive. It's not like I'm sitting there naked or not. And he goes, but here's the thing, man. When I go home, I might want to think about her while I'm whacking off. And if she's 16, it's fucking creepy.
Yeah.
And I can't do it. And I said, well, age progressor. He goes, what the fuck are you talking about? And I said, you know, on the milk carton it says, this is Amy when she was 16, but she's 22 now. This is what we think Amy looks like now. You picture what you think that chick, you worry she's 16, make her 26. And then whack off to the image of her at 26, and now it's not creepy. And he goes, dude, you're fucked up. And I go, I know. And he went and he told his friends, and he came back to me like a week later, and he goes, I tell you, I thought you were a fucking nutjob, but my friends think you're a genius. A twisted genius. But
What a
of
genius.
course I'm kidding, sort of. But, I mean, it makes sense.
Thinking outside the box.
Exactly. And then there was
outside
this
the
one
milk
chick,
carton.
she was really attractive. She was
Outside of the milk carton.
She's
yes.
probably, outside the milk carton. She's probably like 18 or 19, but she was really attractive. So I said, she's pretty good, but we'd have to AP her. That's what we call it, age progressor. Got to AP her. And I said, but we'd have to AP her. And I said, but I don't know if I want to AP Kenny G's daughter, because this dude, her dad looked just like Kenny G with the friggin' curly hair.
Yeah.
And so the kid laughed a little, but he didn't really know what he heard of Kenny G, but he couldn't. And he called me about 3 months later. He was watching TV, and there was a commercial, and Kenny G was on the corner, and he called me. He goes, oh, my God. He goes, I've been laughing for the last 5 fucking minutes. I finally stopped laughing. I go, why? He goes, because I saw Kenny G on TV, and you're fucking right. That dude looked just like Kenny G. I said, I know. That's why I
Right.
said that.
Kenny
And I
G.
go, was his daughter in the commercials? No. So, okay, enough about age progression and Kenny G. By the way, I'm a Kenny G. If you'd like to sponsor the podcast, I'll say nice things about you and your daughter.
What is Kenny G doing right now? Is he still playing the saxophone?
Probably.
Saxophone. Isn't it?
Was it the saxophone?
Yeah.
I was thinking it was another, but yeah, it is. The
Yeah,
saxophone.
I'm guessing elevator music probably, or that music they play at the hospital over the speakers.
That's probably all the music people's fighting to on the elevators too. Is Kenny G. Like,
I always did. You ever been in an elevator and you hear that fucking music and you think, what if you were like the fucking drummer on the fucking elevator and like you're telling people, hear that music and that's me on drums. Like, how can you tell people you do that?
see, in jail they don't have elevator
Oh, no.
music.
Nah.
No, Bubba just tells you what you like and you
Yeah.
don't like. Yeah. You can
here,
tell I
boy.
still have a traumatic experience about
Oh,
Bubba.
Bubba.
Yes, Bubba's as big as he sounds. Bubba's about the size of the guy who pat you down at Homewood at the Homewood contest.
I just want to go to this place just so I can see this guy.
He's huge, and I was telling him, have you ever been there? Denise and Earl's in Homewood, and so you knock on the door.
Oh yeah, yeah,
and the dude
yeah.
lets you in the first door, and he's huge, and he's waiting at the second door, and you have to put your hands out. He pats you down, runs the middle, but he hit the bottom of my nuts when he came out the inside, and I said, that's the best sex I had in a while. And he did not think I was funny. He was pissed at me, and I go, come on, dude, I'm one of the comedians. Like, cut me a He goes, oh, just shook his head. But he ended up liking me after, though. Like, after
But
he
it
heard
was a
my
little-
set. Yeah, he
Yeah,
was
it was a
chanting my
little-
name. in the
yeah.
crowd. But when I left, I was still back to being an asshole again. But for a minute there, he liked me for a fucking minute. But
Oh, that's crazy. I want to go just.
I did enjoy the pat down, and as Janelle said, she enjoys it too. So, yeah, it's hands on.
She was like, "Woo! I just come back just for the."
Yes. She goes, he don't treat me rough no more. Like, he not even know me. Don't treat me rough no more. She said, so I wore a wig so he didn't know it was me. She said, I put a toy gun in my purse. So he'd rough me up a little. Yes.
too much.
All right. So that was our 5 questions. You see, now I'm thinking maybe Jane Seymour over Goldie Hawn, possibly. That's a tough one there. If you made me pick out of those two, I think
Dude,
it might be.
I like
think it
that
might be
pick.
Jane
I wasn't even
Seymour.
thinking about her, but that's a good one.
I don't know if she's had work done, but it doesn't look like it.
No, it don't look like it.
Same with Cher. I mean, listen,
she's
Cher's
had
had a
work,
lot of
sure.
work done.
Yeah.
If you're her plastic surgeon, hats off to you, sir, because you're an artist. You're not a
Yeah.
plastic surgeon, because Cher don't
She-
look like she's
no,
had work
she
done.
looks good.
And she looks like she's about 35 years old. So, like, I'm picturing my grandmother when she was 70. Doesn't look like Cher. Mm-mm. You remember that aunt you had that was like 70 with the fucking hair coming out of the mole and wanted to kiss you? That one? Doesn't look like Cher at all.
Yeah, I'm about to get myself in trouble because I always had that aunt that was only 40 that looked like she was 70.
We've all had that aunt.
You go to the birthday, they say 45. Like, oh shit, she's that young?
That shit a hard life. You know, when you're smoking Pall Malls and drinking fucking Iron City every day, it's a tough life.
That's the
Eating
Pittsburgh
fucking
life, eh?
pierogies and sauerkraut. No wonder she looks fucking rough. Yeah, but that's okay. We still love her.
I still love her.
That's right.
That's right. My favorite aunt used to come over when we were a kid, and we couldn't wait till she would come to our house. She was always late, and she'd come over. She was late for the party, and she would buy you shit that cost like $1, but we didn't have a concept of money. It was cool shit. Like, she got me one time, it was a fucking plastic bag filled with those little plastic Green Army men.
Oh yeah.
I realize now it probably cost her like $2.
Yeah.
But I played with them Green Army men like all day. My sister loved mushrooms, and she got my sister this big can of mushrooms. It was like $1 probably. But it was the greatest for my sister. It was like the great. Like, she thought like we did.
Yeah, that's cool, Aunt.
Yeah, and then I
cool.
found out like a few years ago that she was crushed out of her mind, and she used to stop at the fucking like dollar store or somewhere on the way to the. That's why we got that shit, not because she put thought into it, it's because she was drunk and she forgot, and then she'd remember on the way, and she'd just grab whatever the fuck she could. She just got lucky.
Did you just hit the right
Yeah.
spot?
So I still love her though. She was tremendous
That's
though,
right.
but they kind of crushed
That's
my
cool.
bubble with that. All right, so that's it for the 5 questions. So now we're to the most important part of the show. My favorite part, because I thought of it.
Absolutely.
And so now it is time. Bubby, tell Loc No Joke what time it is.
Loc. It's bitch slap or bang.
So, Loc, I don't know if you're familiar with this segment. So what we're going to do now, and for the people out there, I do not tell the guests who the choices are. We give you a choice of 2. They're not really people, but they could be anything. But as you'll see, could be characters, movie people, cartoon, whatever. And you have to tell us which one you would bitch slap and which one you would bang, and the most important, why.
Okay.
All
now,
right.
when you say bang, am I banging like in a sexual method
Yes.
or am I shooting them?
Oh, no. No, we're not killing anyone. We're just,
I'm from the
we're
hood.
just bitch
so-
slapping and
That's
banging.
That's the hood coming out.
That's what it
Yeah,
is.
yes. No, so you're going to fuck one and you're going to
Gonna
smack the other.
this.
All right.
got you.
Metaphorically smack. We do not advocate, I mean, unless they deserve it, but we're not advocating. You ever hear the Bill Burr? I'm sorry, I'm segueing here, but did you ever hear the Bill Burr thing when he said he was watching, his wife was watching like Oprah, and they said there's no good reason to hit a woman. He goes, no good reason. He goes, I'm not saying you should do it, but to say there's no good reason, he goes, it's ridiculous. And I was like, oh my God, it was so funny. You come home. You work all day, you bought the house that you're living in, you come home and she's banging your best friend in your bed. No good reason. I'm not saying you should hit her, but come on, the
Yeah.
audacity to say there's no reason.
Oh.
Or like when a woman says being a mom is the hardest job on earth. Hardest job on earth. He goes, I'm not saying it's not hard, but how many people have died being a mom on ice road truckers or fell off on on the deadliest fisherman? Come on. hardest job ever. Come on. All right, so I'm sorry. I went another direction. So I love Bill Burr, by the way, because people get so mad at him, and I think it's hilarious. They asked him to do stuff. Like, they asked him to do award shows, and then he's controversial, and everybody gets mad at him.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, you didn't know what he was going to do?
Yeah, you knew.
You know, like when you asked me to come on, and then you tell me after it was a PG show. Well, okay, you're the idiot that asked me to come on. I'm not PG,
You know who
so
I
maybe
am.
you should have went with somebody else.
Right.
Yeah, so you knew what you were getting. So
Definitely.
that's like when Kaylee come on here and said some crazy shit.
Yes.
She goes, I'm sorry. I go, no, Kaylee, I
No.
knew what I was getting.
Yeah.
I asked you to come on here. I know what you do.
She's a trip.
Yeah, it really is. So, all right, so he's over there going, will you just shut the fuck up and tell me who the bitch slapper bang is? All right, so your bitch slapper bang choices are, and this is a tough one, I thought, and I like to make them challenging, is the AT&T girl or Flo the Progressive Insurance lady?
I'm gonna bitch slap the AT&T girl, and I'm banging Flo because you guys I talked about today. I need my insurance, man.
That's a good point.
Yeah, he's got a hell of a point. He needs insurance.
I
Damn.
need insurance,
Yes.
so you know,
Yes.
fuck a phone.
Yeah. See, I'm with you on that, but my thinking was, well, originally my thinking
The
was
AT&T girl's cuter.
she's
cute.
better
Yeah,
looking,
she is.
but I figured she'd probably just lay there, and I'm thinking Flo's probably a little freaky.
I was gonna
That
say,
was
with it-
my original
A
thinking.
name like Flo.
Yeah.
Like, so you know, it's,
I think she's a little freaky, maybe. But then I found out that the AT&T girl, the reason that she got fucking let go the first time is because she did some porn on the side.
Yeah.
So
she's-
now I'm thinking, okay, maybe she does. Maybe I'm wrong about
She's
this.
pretty
Maybe
hot.
she doesn't.
She's
Just
pretty
like, she got huge boobs too.
Nice.
I never knew they kind of like try to tuck
Yeah, they
them in.
hide them.
Yeah,
Now, if you see in the commercials, she's like behind a counter.
yeah,
They never show like a full body.
right.
Oh, no.
Because they get a lot of. She gets a lot of mail.
Damn, I got to see him now. I want to see
So
him
she'd
now.
probably be more fun to motorboat, but like you said, I mean, Flo's down on her knees looking up at you, telling us she wants to suck your dick
Yeah,
and save you
yeah.
$500 on your car
Yes, those
insurance.
are-
I think I might have to
yeah,
go with
we
Flo
know.
on that.
He's got to go.
Oh, he has to.
I'm obligated. I'm obligated.
And I have cricket, so I don't really need AT&T, so I don't know.
I think I owe AT&T money anyway, so I'm just gonna stay away from that.
Todd wants me to switch to AT&T because I tried to get on the show. He wanted me on, and the damn my cricket phone kept it kept cutting out. He said it was the funniest part of the show because every time I'd go to say something, would cut out, and I kept trying to call back in, and finally he said, "Stop calling." So I was fucking up the show.
God damn it! Will you get an
Hey.
AT&T?
Said this is
Doing
harassment.
your $50 a month cricket phone. But I've had good luck with that. Cricket, if you would like to sponsor us,
Yes.
we'll
we
talk
go.
shit on AT&T all day
All
long
day.
if you would like to sponsor us. But yeah, I'm with you on that. I think I would slap the AT&T girl and bang Flo.
kinda
Plus,
annoying.
the other part that we didn't discuss is I think Flo might beat your ass if you try to bitch slap Flo. She looks like she could fight.
And she kind of taller too. She might
Yeah, I'm
have the
thinking
range.
she might throw down. You try and bitch slap her, she goes, she's like, oh, no, you don't.
I
You
don't
might.
know. I get the AT&T girl. I got to see the boobs now. I'm a boob guy, so man.
Okay, Bub, we'll take care of that after the show, buddy.
Thanks. You're all right.
After the show.
I knew I loved
Todd will pull it up on his phone for you
you. I knew I
after,
loved you. guys
after
for a
the
reason.
show.
I knew it.
I don't think we want to post it up on the fucking screen right now.
I'm okay with it. I mean, yeah, I guess we shouldn't. Huh?
Not this is certainly not a family show, but Jesus. All right, Loc. So, is there anything you would like to promote?
Yes, sir. Myself, I'd like to give myself a hand for staying out of jail for a year.
Oh,
yeah.
salute!
It's actually been 12 years I've been staying out of trouble. But
Good deal.
That's pretty damn good.
Yeah.
the Smoked Out Shout Out podcast. Shout out to my brothers, Tone Montana, Big D, Honcho Harp. Shout out to the whole Pittsburgh comedy scene. June 18th, we will be having a Father's Day show, Free Smoke. So with the title, it is free. So we working on the lineup now.
Sweet.
And yeah, that's it. Bad shirt.
Nice.
Nice.
I like it.
Yeah, so I got a show coming up. I'm trying to read it here because I can't. My memory, I can remember stuff from 10 years ago, but
What's up,
I
Tom?
got this a couple days ago and I can't remember. So it's called "Laugh to Keep from Crying" celebration on Friday, May 14th. It starts at 5. That can't be right. 5:30 to 10. No, maybe. It's at the Penn Hills Community Center on Lincoln Road. And I think, Todd, did you put that up there?
Yeah.
cool. So I don't really have to read it. But if you're listening to the podcast, it's on Lincoln Road, the Penny Hills Community Center on Friday the 14th. And I know there's a bunch of good comedians on that night.
That's 1 hour, right?
I'm not sure how much it is. I think I can't
That sounds fun.
$15 it looks like for a ticket. So that's about the only thing I got going on right now. I will be on season 2 of the Rock Comedy Show. When that is going to air, I will let you know about that.
Cool.
That was a lot of fun. All right, I think that's it. How we do, Bubby?
Awesome, man. We didn't kill anybody. Only hurt a few feelings.
Yes.
Good show, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey,
We had
hey,
love.
look, I appreciate you coming on.
I appreciate you, and I learned that you're like the source of porn too.
Yes.
You got all the insight.
He's the guy. He's the guy. He'll
You're
hook
the
you
you're
up.
the John Clayton of pornography. No, it was
Yeah,
fun.
I told
think-
you my favorite porn movie title of all time was Forrest Hump. That was my favorite. Nowadays they don't do clever titles anymore.
they
It's
don't.
just,
They don't.
Ass Master
Yes.
6.
Yes.
They don't do any clever titles. That's a real name.
That's hysterical.
Oh my God! All right, so I have to. Before we go, I'll tell that story. So, I worked at a drug and alcohol treatment center for inmates at the Allegheny County Jail. So I was like the monitor, make sure they do what they're supposed to do. So they weren't allowed to have porn. It was a lockdown facility, so they weren't allowed to have porn in their rooms. And one dude got caught. It was Ass Master 6 in his room, and he got caught. And so our boss was this woman that was. I mean, she was just real classy. Like, she never swore in a setting like that. She never swore.
Wow.
She just
That's impressive.
real, college educated, real. And so a couple weeks later, this same dude, we realized that he went out for a dentist appointment and he didn't go. We know that he's not where he's supposed to be. So I tell her, and we're standing in a room with about 4 people, and I said, Miss Leslie, I have to tell you that Samson's not where he's supposed to be. He's supposed to be the dentist, and I think he's partying, but he's not where he's supposed to be. I go, I've never heard hip-hop in the background of a dentist office. And so that's how dumb he was. The dude answered the phone. Like, he knew we were calling, so he just had some dude answer the phone and go, yeah? That ain't how the dentist office answers. So we called the dentist office, and they never saw the guy. And so I said, so she goes, who was it again? And I go, Samson. And I'll never forget. She goes, Samson. Isn't he the gentleman we caught with Ass Masters 3 in his room last week? And I bust out laughing. And she goes, you think that's funny, Mr. Gene? And I go, he says it? No. He says no, but you say it? Fucking hilarious. I never even heard you swear. I mean, you said ass and master in the same sentence. She goes, okay, I want to see him when he gets back. She just kind of ignored me. And she walked out, and the one dude, everybody else loves it. The one guy that was working with me, he just turned around and go, how the fuck did you keep a straight face through all that? He goes, I didn't want to lose my job. Man. I didn't know if she was getting mad at you or not.
Yeah.
I'm like, nah. So, Ass Masters. It was Ass Masters 3 or 6. I can't remember.
That's a funny name.
You wouldn't think they'd be able to keep the quality up after like 6 or 7 episodes, but they did. All right, so I guess that's it. Is there anything else we need to talk about? Todd, you got anything you want to promote? No? Any tattoo dates coming up?
In the fall.
All right. Just
Wanna
try and
get-
make it every other Wednesday.
Give a shout out to you and all the rest of the comedians in Pittsburgh. You know,
yeah.
like just keep
Oh,
putting
thanks,
on, keep
Luke.
grinding. Yeah, you
Awesome.
keep working, man.
Oh, definitely. Definitely. I absolutely love it. And it's great to get to work with other comedians.
Yes. I've enjoyed it.
And we've been very lucky because everybody we've asked to come on the show has said yes
Yeah,
and come on the
yeah.
show. And it's really
Super
cool.
great. Funny people in Pittsburgh.
Oh, there's so many great stand-up comedians. So if you haven't gone to a comedy show, everything's open
Do
and
it.
back up now.
Do it.
You can go
these
see some of these
guys
people.
and
Like I
girls.
said, that show I'm on, he's on $10, $15 at the door. I guarantee you'll laugh your ass off. The level of talent in this town is just unbelievable. It really is. And you can tell that by all the different guests this was episode 12. We've had a good guest on every single week, and there's so many more that I want to get on here. That the level of talent is just so high. That was the first thing I noticed. The first time that I did a contest at the Improv, I'm thinking, how hard this could be? There's probably like 10 funny people in this town. There were 72 people in that contest, and everybody was funny.
And yeah, probably.
And I went, holy shit. Like, I had no idea what I was getting into.
Yeah, and everybody's different. And like I said, everybody's
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah.
Yep.
There's a lot of good comedians in Pittsburgh.
Yep. Yeah,
Really
Kaylee
nice.
and I were talking about like different styles. Like Kaylee and Brad Ryan, they do individual jokes. they do like a 20-second joke and then they move on to that. Whereas my whole set is a theme, and all the punchlines are off that theme. Like if somebody says tell me a joke, I can't because I don't have an individual joke. Like the only way you're getting a joke at me, I have to do the whole 5-minute set. Like I can't just tell an, but that ain't how Kaylee does it. Kaylee just tells individual, and yet it works for her and it works for me. Like different styles works for everybody. So
Every time somebody asks me for a joke, I say knock knock, and they say who's there. I say, yo, there ain't no fucking door here.
That's
I like
right.
it.
That's right. Yeah, as I tell them, you want a joke for free, motherfucker? Come to a show.
Yeah.
Yes.
Go support them.
But
though.
man,
Go
yeah,
support 'em.
Support,
definitely, man.
support.
Yeah, these guys are working hard. Go support
Yeah,
'em.
yeah. Come see us. So go see Loc, and like I said, come check me out on May 14th, and we'll let you know about any future stuff coming up. And Loc and I were talking about we're gonna do something. We got a good idea, but I don't want to say what it is yet because we got to fucking work it out. But
Cool.
I think we got a good
I like
idea.
We gonna make it happen, dude.
Yeah, we'll make it happen. So that'll be something that will be really important. So we'll let you know once we get that going. So again, I thank everyone who watches and listens to this because
Oh, yeah.
the response has been fantastic.
Yes.
So thank you once again, and that's episode 12. Join us. Actually, we're coming right back next week because this, like I said, Loc was supposed to be on like 4 or 5 times. So he was supposed to be on last week, and we had to push. So it's not going to be 2 weeks. We're coming right back next week, next Wednesday, which is May something. I don't know, 5th or something. Whatever next Wednesday is. We are going to have live 7 o'clock right here. Izzy for real will be our guest, and
like
you will love Izzy. And let's hope he's not too high. Remembers how to get here. And if not, we'll have to do what we do with Loc. We'll go get him.
You're right.
Yes. So whatever it takes. That's what it's a great Chuck Norris used to say. Whatever it takes. So thank you, everyone, and I guess
Awesome.
that's a wrap.
All right. See ya.